We all have the ability to choose. We all have the ability to go within and remember this for themselves. And all that it takes is, awareness of mind, first of all. Becoming aware of what's going on within us. And as we become aware of what's going on within us, we can choose to change it. Once we remember that we are not our thoughts, we are not what we think that we are, but we are willing to know what we are told directly from the voice for God. And it is this voice, some call it like the Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Spirit is in all of our minds, and our bustling, hustling, bustling thoughts are clouding, this Holy Spirit. But Holy Spirit is a link between us and God. The Holy Spirit is what gives us our true thoughts that are one with God. And it is the Holy Spirit in my mind that speaks to the Holy Spirit in your mind. And as this is happening, this is the access for miracles. This is the joining. This is the relationship that God and the Holy Spirit and Jesus is just waiting for us to embrace. And this can happen with anyone at any time, in any moment of the day. And I'm watching this. As my body, as my vessel is a vessel for God, I trust the voice for God in my mind. And when I'm told to go to Starbucks at midnight, well, it wouldn't be open at midnight, but you get what I'm saying. If I'm told to go somewhere randomly and I just feel this, intuition, I feel this calling, or I hear this thought, or whatever it may be, I trust it. I go there. And you better believe that there is somebody waiting there to meet me. And why? Because the Holy Spirit is in all of our minds, bringing us all together so we can experience union, so we can experience equality, so that we can experience being one with our brothers and sisters, so that we may bring miracles into this world. This is what this world needs right now. It needs peace. It needs a new way out of this lock that we got ourselves in. This fragile mind that's split, this mind of dualities, this mind that is separate from God is what keeps us locked in, drugs and alcohol and, brings forward mental illnesses of so many kinds. It brings forward every little bit of suffering that we experience in this world, the wars, the death, the sins. It all comes from the mind that is separate from God. And there is one solution to all problems. The reason this is so is because there's only one problem. And that problem is separation. For everything. That's amazing. How could we possibly have a God that would not provide us with the answer to our problems? It's not possible. The thing is, we've hidden it from ourselves within our own being. We've hidden it from ourselves. And when we have the willingness and the desire to remember our true power and to remember who we are, it is given us. And we are shown it. And as I share this and you receive this, this is when these joinings happen. This is when these relationships and miracles happen. And therefore we can bring God's will to this earth. Therefore we can live as a part of the universal purpose, as a part of the universal plan. And the reason this is so is because we all have a part in it. All we have to do is be willing to remember it. And as we are willing to remember it, we are provided the lessons. The teachers come to us. The students come to us so that we may teach. Everything that is needed for us to bring peace into this world is already freely given. And we just have to accept it for ourselves. And then as we accept it for ourselves, we share it. And this is how we're bringing forward the shift in consciousness to that of love that I have known since the moment I let go and surrendered to God that I would be a part of. I had absolutely no idea what that meant, but I knew it to be truth in my soul. And that is what's happening. That is what's happening. We have been given the means to bring salvation here to this earth. And if you are watching this video right now, it is because you are being called to be a part of it. If anyone, for whatever reason, feels called out to message me and learn more and want to understand the power of your mind and want to remember who you really are and to bring miracles and peace and love and joy into our lives and into our world, get in contact with me. I am here for all those who feel the call. I'm not here to shove truth down people's throats. I am not here to try and change people's minds. I am here to be the light that I am. I am here to be the child of God that I am. And I know the students as well as the teachers who are ready to receive, learn, and grow with me will enter my life at the perfect time and will be able to do it together. And when two people come together for the purpose of learning is when God's voice speaks to us and teaches us through us. What a wonderful thing. What an amazing experience life can be when we remember that we are children of God. We don't get just plunked here in the physical body saying, okay, enjoy yourself on earth until you die. What kind of life is that? Birth is not the beginning of life, and death is not the ending of life. Life is eternal. It's forever and always. And that's why we can find our power of who we are and the power of our mind right here, right now, in this moment. We know we are an ego mind, the split mind when we are in the past or in the future. But when we are right here, right now, is when we are infinitely creative. This is when we are able to be that vessel and that channel and that connection straight to the divine. And we all have this power. All of us. Every single one of us. And it's just a matter of who's willing to take responsibility for our thoughts or not. If you want to live in suffering and, pain and, jealousy and, all of these things, anger and blah, if you want to experience that, go ahead. You're going to receive the results of your thinking, and I love you and I bless you, and whenever you are ready to live a life in another way, let me know. But if you are ready to embrace perfect love, perfect happiness, perfect peace, that you may receive for yourself, and then share with those around you, let me know also. Any way we choose to go is perfect. There's one way that's a lot quicker than doing it our own way, but that's a choice we all get to make. So right now, the majority of the world is sleeping. The majority of the world is unconscious. The majority of the world is dreaming. But just like we go to bed at night and we wake up in the morning and we recognize that the dreams that we had were unreal, and we're like, hey, well, they don't mean anything, it was unreal. It's the same thing when we awaken to who we really are. It's this light on, it's this, oh yeah, I was just dreaming, that was all a mistake, I'm completely forgiven because I didn't know what I was doing anyways. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Right? It's true. And then as we have the willingness to dive within our minds, we are taught true forgiveness through the voice for God. It's not just pushing it away and being like, oh, I'm going to forgive you. Therefore, I'm better than you because you still did some bad shit, but I'm going to forgive you so that I have peace of mind. No, that's not true forgiveness. But we are taught all of these things of healing. We are taught all of these ways of letting go of the past and to stop worrying about the future and to embrace our infinite power right here, right now. And we all have the ability to live the lives that we desire, to have the relationships that we desire, to have all the money that we desire, to live our life purpose. All of these things are ours, but it must be with the right intention and coming from God's will, not our own. When it's our own and we're living in the mind that is separate and, we're just ready to settle there and, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to bring peace, and that's not going to bring the power of that which we are. We're not going to get anything. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to keep going uphill and then falling right back down 10 times harder. That's what ego mind does. So I think for the most part, right now, I just want to share and send out my love and my gratitude to each and every one of you. I am so thankful for being who I am and having remembered and able to share it with you. And I thank all of you who feel the call to contact me to do so, as I trust that it's in perfect time for both of us to share, to open, to learn, and to grow beyond this box that we've created ourselves into our infinite future of infinite possibilities, where we can change our lives for the better and those around us. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I look forward to speaking to you all again whenever I feel inspired to pick this up again. Thank you all. Mwah.